Hello, everybody, and welcome to Autism Fitness Tuesday Training. Even if you're watching this on a Wednesday or Thursday or even one of those weekend days, right? This is the Tuesday Training, and I am Autism Fitness founder Eric Chesson, leading the movement for movement. And if you are ready, if you are set, if you are dedicated to becoming an Autism Fitness certified pro and bringing the best possible fitness and adapted PE programming to the population that you work with, whether individuals or group, wherever they are on the neuroadaptive spectrum, then you can register to become an Autism Fitness Certified Pro. The link to do so is in the description for this video below. But before that, or if you need to do that immediately, I understand you can put it on pause. Before that, we are going to talk about the single biggest aspect of physical performance for our athletes on the autism and neurodiverse spectrum, and that is transference or generalization to activities of daily living. What this means is that we, as coaches, whomever we are, whatever our profession, or if we're parents or family members, we are creating a situation in which our athletes are getting a training effect. That means the exercises are doing the things that the exercises are supposed to do in order to benefit the athlete outside of that fitness or adapted PE session. And the skill qualities that we're talking about generally are strength, stability, motor planning, and stamina. Being able to have these foundational skills in one setting and use them in other settings. And the reason that I'm talking about this today is we are going to look at one of the, I think, easiest to understand exercise with respect to what it does outside the session. And that, my friends, is the heavy carry. So when we talk about the heavy carry, it is just that. It is picking up a heavy object and carrying it in a safe, effective manner. I'm doing this motion, this will come later, from one place to another. And this seems simple. However, as one of my great influences, Coach Dan John, has said, simple is not easy. It's a simple enough exercise, picking something up and carrying it. We've been doing it for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Evolutionarily, it has continued with us as bipedal organisms. And it also has direct relation to things that we need to do on a daily basis in modern life. So here are a few examples of the heavy carry across different athletes in my program here. So first we see, and thank you to Dynamax here, normally we use the Dynamax balls for throwing. This happens to be a 30-pound Dynamax Atlas ball. Now, a couple things about this. You see that this is certainly an oversized weight. This is larger than something that an athlete might normally carry in the home. However, we're thinking about a large grocery bag or a bag filled with, I don't know, around this time of year, leaves that have fallen all over the yard, or any odd object, a box, moving it upstairs, downstairs, across rooms. Not everything is going to be a great conforming shape. And as our athlete learns how to provide enough and sufficient strength on this and pressure, they will continue to develop that skill. Now, this is not only a strength skill, it is a strength endurance or stamina skill, meaning that they're doing a heavy exercise for a prolonged period of time. So one thing among a few things is for athletes who are not yet adept at picking something up off the ground. This is a larger topic about hinging and the safe picking things up off the ground skill, which is something entirely different. We can prop up whether it's a giant medicine ball or a sandbag on a box so the athlete can pick it up safely. So they're not going into too much spinal flexion here. This is all right, especially for this guy. He's a strong 15-year-old athlete. So he picks it up and he's holding it in this chest high position as much as he can because the ball is ginormous. but he wants to keep it above his stomach. This way we can keep the chest up, keep that spinal column upright, and make sure he can breathe as well. So he's carrying it. We always want a visual point here. So he's carrying it to the cone and then back to the box here. So an important thing on the way back for that athlete is you want the athlete to always be in the same position. Okay, so moving on, as we move on, and then he dumps the ball right there. So that was an excellent carry. Now, when we look at different athletes, they are going to require different variations of this movement. And it's always going to be the same movement, but we might have a different object, and we're also going to have different weights and different different lengths, or shorter lengths in this case, for an athlete to travel, because we don't want to see form start breaking down. So the two ways that we progress or make this exercise more challenging are adding weight or increasing distance. And the two ways that we can modify it are, number one, providing a physical prompt. That's something that we cover in the Autism Fitness Level 1 certification, or we can provide a shorter distance. Now, here we go with another AF athlete. And here we have a kettlebell that he's holding at chest level. And the goal is to keep that kettlebell at chest level right here. So you can see, and that was a quick walk here, but his goal is to keep that kettlebell at chest level. And again, it's the same movement, just with a different athlete and a different goal right now, shorter distance, and gradually increasing the length to be moved, and also increasing the weight as long as that athlete is not folding forward. So the heavy carry increases our capacity to carry heavy things from one point to another safely and effectively, so we can be more independent and our athletes can be more independent in their daily living. Yes, I know the dog is behind me. He was not supposed to be in this video, but the athletes were. I'm Autism Fitness founder Eric Chesson, and if you are now ready to become an Autism Fitness Certified Pro and be able to incorporate these all-important exercises safely, effectively for each one of your athletes, regardless of age or ability level, then it is time for you to register and become an Autism Fitness Level 1 Certified Pro. Link is in the description below. Thanks for watching Autism Fitness Tuesday Training, and we are done.